Okay, so what I've been working on today is trying to improve the general usability of some of the controls. So at the moment we have the move and rotate controls, and they both work on this slider mechanism. So you have a slider for each dimension. The dimensions are attached to these gizmos here so that you can always hopefully know which dimension you need to move in order to get it where you want it. What I've done instead is I've created this. If I turn this on, what now happens is that when you use your hand, so if I move back here slightly just to make this a bit more obvious, there we go. So if I press the grip button on my controller and move my hand up and down, it mirrors that movement, and left and right, back and forward. Oh, I think I might need to make some amendments to this, but it's working the way I want it to. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think I see the issue. Right, I need to make some changes to this because it should be in relation to the viewer. So if I'm here, it works perfectly. Back and forward, left, right, up, down. So what it's doing is it's taking the average movement to pick a direction to move in, because obviously I can move my hand around a little bit, but each time it's kind of picking the average of the movement that I'm doing and then moving it in that direction in preference to any small movement I make that is not that way. But what I need it to do, the change that I need to make still, is to take into account the user's position. So it needs to be in reference to the user's location, because now it's still doing it from the perspective I was at before rather than where I'm now standing. So I think that should be a pretty easy fix to do. But you can see the improvement this makes. It's so much easier to control it this way rather than having to fart about with these little three-way sliders. So what I want to do is once I fix that so that it works in relation to the player's position, I will do the same thing for the rotation controls to combine those, and then I will just have one tab for those, and maybe even scale. If I could get the scale just to move on and up and down, that would probably work too. So then I could get rid of 3 of these tabs. I need another tab in order to add my object library. So that's part of the reason I'm doing this. It makes it a much better experience, but it also means the UI is simpler, and I can dedicate the UI to things that really need a UI rather than this, which we can do with the controllers a bit better. Anyway, that's it.